2020. We were both kind of like the original political TikTokers, and we were on the Dem High Pass, which was a huge political TikTok account. Our relationship has always been friend-based. However, when I did go to Jersey to visit my aunt, he has a summer house there, so we did hook up a couple times. So it was kind of like friends with benefits, but it was kind of established that if we saw each other in person, we'd probably hook up. But our conversations outside of seeing each other in person or whatever were never really like flirty or anything like that. So I was never under any sort of impression that we were exclusive ever. We never were like that. So my story is going to be different than a lot of these girls. Just putting that out there. So up until about maybe the beginning of 2023, I would have considered Harry one of my best friends. And let me know if you see a pattern here. But what really kicked that off was that he was the one recording my grapist when I called him and got him admitting to raping me on audio, okay? Which was great, whatever. And then Harry started drinking. So when Harry started drinking, he started getting a lot more aggressively flirty. I apologize for my hand tremors, I can't control them, but if you want to pause and screenshot those, these are times in which Harry was getting obliterated drunk and calling, FaceTiming, and saying very sexual things to me. I didn't really care, you know, it's whatever, drunk words, sober thoughts, you get it. And then this is when I noticed kind of a shift in Harry. He started to gain a lot more attention, a lot more of a following, and he created a Discord, in which it was a very exclusive Discord, and very strange, creepy people were allowed in the Discord. I was in it for a little bit, but I was like never allowed to talk in it, so that's where Harry meets somebody named Camille, okay? I was advised not to, by my father, not to pursue an internship or a job with this Camille guy because my dad said he looked sketchy. Harry decided to go ahead and do so. And this is when I started getting messages from a minor, whom I will not say the name, with autism, who was also in the Discord. He was probably around 14 at the time. And he was sending me some concerning things regarding what Camille would send to him. Those are things I cannot show for legal reasons, but very much so did happen, and I contacted his mom, everything. But you know who was working for him? Harry. And I told Harry about everything that Camille was doing. Here's the proof of that. This is a conversation between Camille and the minor in question. Camille texts him, why do they know so many details then? Why do they have screenshots? And in those same texts, you will see him saying he's going to lose a business partner, aka Harry. Now, Harry would respond with, yeah, that's super messed up. I won't work for him anymore. That's crazy. And then I got this message from the minor saying that Harry still is working for Camille. So I reach out to Harry. And this is the conversation from that little debacle. And then it got to a point wherein I was seeing if I should be contacting the police because this minor happens to be based internationally. He's not in America. And I advised Harry that I'm doing so, and he starts advising me not to do so. Through FaceTime audio, mind you. But here's the conversation about him advising me not to do so. And if you see with all of the other girls too, he loves calling women lunatics, they're crazy, conspiracy theory, his favorite. Okay, let's continue. Oh, here's a random little tidbit, not really related to what I'm talking about, but I figure What's a conspiracy theory? The grooming part, or me quite literally finding your relationship with Camille and all of this is suspicious? That's a speculation, not a theory. Okay. Anyway, and this is after Harry called me about 20 times and me not answering, and him saying, this is truly insane, like, Hannah, you don't know anything about Camille in this entire situation, nor do you know what...
So I have the clips, the texts. It's not really, to me, it's not damning evidence. I'll be real with you, basically. But in the text, she keeps saying to him, I need you to call me. I'm told you my concerns about Camille. So just so everyone's aware, Camille is a businessman. And what I'm gathering from what she said and what I've been reading online, him and what's his friend's name, Enzo, the bestie, Chris, him and Chris
Yeah.
had something going on. And in the messages, it almost alludes that he was grooming them in some way. Cause he was like, well, he's been inappropriate with us too. So I'm like, why would you keep working with this guy? Honey, this is weird. Okay. Very, very weird. But what's funnier is all his little friends are dropping him like flies. Mia, what's your thoughts?
I mean, I don't understand the controversy. I mean, it doesn't matter if a man is left or right. A lot of men are pieces of crap. I don't understand why people are so surprised that this, like, somehow because he's left leaning, he somehow is like this nice guy. I mean, you know what I mean? Tywin Lannister said it best. If you have to tell me you're the king, you're not the king. So if you have to tell somebody you're a nice guy and you're for the girls, are you really for the girls? Your actions and your integrity and our interactions will tell me that you are for me and on my side and that you're a decent and genuine human being. So, I mean, people should practice more discernment.
If people don't know.
I got that.
Thank you, Jay. At least somebody here has taste in TV.
Danny, what's your thoughts? Is it a controversy? Should we be shocked? Are you a fan of his?
We became mutuals during the election time, right before Kamala Harris. That Kamala Harris got placed into to the campaign. I don't. So this is new for me. This information is new for me. What I was hearing before was like, dude was a player. Like that's how I was getting the
and that's not bad to me either.
Yeah,
right.
I was like, right. Player. I was a player when I was younger. I had like 5 girlfriends at the same time, and that was the whole thing.
Check you out.
I mean, I was young. I had no idea what I was doing. So, but with this, like, this is, you know, the grooming piece for me is a little bit. It's what I'm a licensed clinical social worker, so everybody knows. So I'm connected to this in a completely different way because these are the people that I'm going after essentially. The people that are doing the grooming, so that I'm protecting the other people. And from what I'm getting, it sounds like there was some grooming happening on Harry's end and the other person's end as well too. And so then that leads to, it's too, right now, it's a little bit too convoluted for me to even like have some sort of thought information for me. So I don't know if I'm still a fan, is my response at this point, because I need more information.
I understand. Jay, what's your thoughts? Are you a fan? Were you a fan of him? What do you think?
Honestly, no, I had not known about them until honestly right now. But I will say, like you did say, I didn't really see a whole lot of what the controversy was, but also too, I just feel like people like throw words around too much. Like I feel like grooming gets thrown around so much, and I feel like it really waters down a lot of people's actual experiences because it just gets tossed around so much. And but I feel like any kind of convincing now, people say, oh, they're grooming someone, or any kind of authoritative place is, oh, they have to be grooming them. And I just feel like it just gets thrown around, and it really waters down the experience of people that are actually being groomed and actually being coerced. So
oh no, that girl made it. That girl made there was 10 minutes of that video. I didn't play all of it. That girl made it seem like there's things that were said sexual to that young man that's 14 years old. So to be clear, that's the grooming.
Oh yeah, they're talking about the 14-year-old. Yeah, but I thought she was talking about herself.
So Harry is in business with this person. She told him, "Hey, look, you're in business with this person. What's his name? I forget the guy's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're doing business with him. I'm very uncomfortable, allegedly. This is all alleged. Let me say that because Andrew Tate's suing people. So these people might be suing people allegedly. This is all alleged, just putting it out there. But allegedly the young man reached out to the girl you saw on the screen because she's an influencer, said, hey, I'm not comfortable. And she showed screenshots. He showed her screenshots of the things that this businessman was saying. So she said, hey, heads up, we need to go to the authorities. So he told her, wait, don't go to the authorities. Then he backtracked because I could show you the texts. And he's like, I never told you not to go to the authorities. Harry, you clearly told her not to go to the authorities. So that's the controversy in this. Harry looked another way while his business partner is grooming little boys. And if you know that, you shouldn't work with this person. Point blank.
He clearly, he clearly didn't want to. I don't want to lose that business, or maybe he himself it doesn't want to go down with the ship. He doesn't want to get called out if that guy goes down. And I feel like that's what mostly the case is with this. It's just like they just protect each other. I think that's why we haven't seen the Epstein files, and we never ever will,
Never.
because people, if one person goes down, everyone goes down. That's why I think
Mhm.
you'll never hear any person of power actually face any sort of consequence, because if one goes down, they all go down. That's why it's always be forever just talk and always just a go around, because they go down with each other, and I think that's why nothing ever gets solved like that.
Angela, what's your thoughts? Were you a fan of his? Did you work with him or any of his crew? You know, Chris, Parker, Dean Withers, they're all part of the little crew.
You're muted.
You're muted, dear.
I forgot. It was my son was in the room.
Yeah, I saw.
I guess it's so hard to like articulate. It's so disappointing. It is just so disappointing. It's just like, oh, there goes another one. There goes another one again. It's like,
Isn't that how numbing it is,
why?
though?
It's just, it's like word vomit.
But you're just so used to it by now. Just like it's not even surprising anymore.
No, I mean, we should not be used to it. It shouldn't be normal in it. And I don't know.
And
It's
sadly, I feel like
just-
too, if anyone has a Discord, it's automatically a red flag now.
Well, the funny thing is
That's
on the
so
right, we were
true.
all making fun of him, saying we were shocked he was straight. Like that was what we was all saying on the right. Like,
was-
bro, like what's his name? Harry. He's actually like, and I, to put it out there, I don't care if somebody's gay, to be honest with you, just to be clear. But that
I
was
don't
the
know,
joke because
Florida.
everyone hates him. Huh?
I mean, I was shocked. I was legitimate, and it was 11 girls. I was like, oh my God, they found 11 people that could stand to be in his presence
And sleep with him?
Christmas.
I mean, look at Prince. Prince was the ultimate player.
Right. So that doesn't
True.
necessarily, just because you've been with 11 girls doesn't necessarily mean that you're straight. I'll just put that out there.
That's true. I mean,
Danny, I'm not gonna hold you. You're right, but I'm just, that
Really
was the
curious.
joke, though. That was the joke.
Oh, I know. I thought that he played for the team as well.
I thought so too. And there's nothing wrong with you, dude. Just be honest. Live your authentic life. That's my thing. And if you attack people that do live that authentic life, you're a loser. That's your business. But I don't care about that. Gray, what's your thoughts? Should he be canceled? Are you going to work with him? Because Enzo got some good stories he's going to tell us tonight about him.
So, Donnie and Angela, just so you know, me and Jay are the only people on the left. Mia, Nora, and Enzo on the right. How old are these people? These are like kids, right? Like 19.
Enzo, how old are they? Give the tea. Tell the story about everything.
I'm pretty sure they're in their like early 20s, all of them. Like,
yeah,
know
I had to
Dean's the
Google
youngest
Harry.
one.
He's
How-
23.
I
I Googled it.
Harry's 23. Okay. Yeah, he's like the ringleader of that. The Democrat 4 is what we call them in the nice terms. So I have a big problem with Mr. Harry and Mr. Chris and all of them, because this all started like about a year ago. Like when I first like got on TikTok and like the political scene, I started watching them, just like, there's no way these kids come up here and do this shit for free. So like I started looking into them, started watching them. I found Harry is actually funded by the DNC, and everybody said it. I was like, no way. Let me look into this. I literally had printouts of his bank statements from Midas Touch, Democracy, Defense Action, and another one. Right on, it's all on opensecrets.org. You can find everything about them all there. But so I went up on his panel one day, and this was before he before Joe Biden dropped out. He was like, oh, yeah, Joe Biden's going to beat Donald Trump for the 24 election, yada, yada, yada. We debated a little bit about that, and then I asked him the simple question: why do you not disclose that you're paid by the DNC? And he goes, oh, you can't prove that I'm paid by the DNC. And I go, oh, really? And I brought up everything like that, put me on mute, bitched and moaned for like 20 minutes, like, oh, you're making that up. You don't know what you're talking about. That's not right. None of that's real. And then kicked me. And I'm just like, okay. So I started doing lives about beginning of February. I was like, okay, if these kids can do it and they can make money doing it by the DNC or whatever. I'm going to come up here and do it for free and show that I don't need anybody to back me. That was my whole thing. Chris, his buddy, starts coming into my lives every other day or so, just like sending me roses, chirping in the chat, whatever it was. One day he comes in there and I was talking about I forgot what it was. I think it was the E. Jean Carroll case, and he was saying some whatever, and he tried to come up and I go, Chris, I don't debate anybody that's paid and bought for by the DNCs. You're literally just going to spew talking points that they want you to talk about. I go, you, Parker, Harry, and Chris literally verbatim use the exact same talking points, the exact same script, exact same verbiage. And when you guys start losing, you bring in race and religion into it. He goes, oh, you can't prove any of us are paid, blah, 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 blah. I picked up that piece of paper and I go, what's this? Dropped out of my box so quick and blocked me. Fast forward a week after that, I'm getting off live. I'm like, all right, let's see who's live. Harry's live. Chris is up there, and Parker and Dean are all up there. I was like, okay, let's see what they're talking about tonight. I go in there. Chris and Harry are talking about, oh, you know that Enzo guy? Like, it seems like he's picking up traction, yada, yada, yada. And Chris and Harry are like, yeah, anytime that I hear them talking about me, I have my people go in there and spy on him and then start mass reporting his account so he gets banned at every time. So I'm realizing why my accounts are getting banned now. All of a sudden, left and right, every other day, one of my accounts is getting banned. It's the funniest thing. So with this whole situation that's coming out about...
You have?
What?
So how many accounts do you have?
I have...
Like 6.
Right? I'm wondering, right?
I have 11 accounts.
Enzo, I'm so
Damn.
glad you joined the cast.
How do you
but-
keep track of
Right?
that?
Who found him? Don't forget.
Hold on. I can tell you the youngest because it's like I didn't know any of this TikTok drama was going on.
Yeah,
I'm
I had no
listening to you,
idea.
I'm
I was
just
like,
listening like a movie. Like, wow, all of this is going on TikTok. Like,
I was waiting for this day.
I didn't mean to laugh, but go
No,
ahead.
you're good, man. Like I said, I've been waiting for this day for their downfall for the longest time because Parker got exposed for literally doing the Nazi salute. No one batted an eye. No one cared, nothing. Dean, screenshot messages of him saying the N-word over and over again, multiple times, being a racist. Him calling out Andrew Tate and having a video of a video that he started of acting just like Andrew Tate that I have a video of. I'm making a video on all of them, exposing all of them for who they really are.
Make sure you put a disclaimer. Be careful because they might be doing what Andrew Tate did today. And just, no, I'm serious because they think they can sue people now, which I'm curious how that's going to play out. But yeah, speaking of Parker, guess what? He released an apology today. Hey, everyone. I just wanted to say I'm so sorry for the way I responded publicly. Privately, I'm an emotional train wreck. And that's why I've been able to go live. Hearing someone I used to consider my friend do such things as what Harry did has taken a deep toll on my mental health and my ability to trust people close to me. I love how he's turning it on himself instead of saying I'm sorry for the victims. I don't even see him public. He doesn't even apologize to any of the victims. Like, you're so sorry, but you can't even apologize to the poor girls.
Dean did the same thing. I watched his live when he was talking about it. He was like,
I
I'm no
have the
longer
clip.
friends with Harry anymore. But I don't know. All of them are just, long story short, they're all just jokes in my eyes. And they're going to be exposed for who they really are. And like I said, I really wouldn't care about the whole Harry situation. Because like everyone said, like, they're, okay, well, one, we're surprised that he's talked to any women at all. And two, he's a player. So what? But all the personal shit, yeah, I'm going to bring personal into it. And I'm gonna go tit for tat with him. Like, I screenshotted the DM that I sent him. And I posted it on my story, tagged him, created a video about it, trying to get him up on my live. Because I'll let him say whatever he wants on my live. I'm not going to kick him. We'll have a conversation, debate, whatever he wants to do. I'm trying to get him the answer. Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Just so y'all know,
messy.
they want to go back on Enzo's show. Enzo said he won't let them. I said, Enzo, write them, tell them to come on the new party, tell them to come on our show. I mean, it's not your show, technically, it's our show. So you don't have to feel bad about it, you know,
No,
and, you know, you're supporting the mission.
Oh, now definitely. We'll get them up here and
tell them to come.
Oh, I want to do what Bryce Hall did and challenge Harry to a celebrity boxing match. That's what I want to do at this point.
Oh my God, do it. Can
That
we
would be
record
great.
it? Do it.
Oh,
We'll sell it.
absolutely. I'll do it.
You. We'll make some money.
Please, I'll do it all day long.
Oh my
I'm in
God.
Jersey. He's at NYU. I'll go find him and be like, yo, let's do this.
This is
Well, guys,
so
I know you
messy
guys are
and
on the left.
awesome.
We weren't planning this. This is all very this is like breaking news.
We
You
didn't,
saw the
yeah.
stories I was planning. I wasn't trying to sideswipe you for coming on from the left, and I didn't know you were connected to them in any way, Danny. I'm sorry. Everybody on the left, don't hate Danny and Angela. They're just our guests. The views of us is not the views of them.
I mean, we can all enjoy the messy plot. You don't even have to say anything. You could just
Yeah.
just for like the drama, just for
Yeah, you
like
could
the
just
drama
listen.
aspect.
Drama shake is enjoyable.
So I want to play this clip of Harry Sisson because some of our fans may not know him. I didn't really know who he was, except I saw he went to the White House. Let me play it for the people on the right that may not know him.
Donald Trump and Kamala Harris has not been called yet. We do not know who the winner is,
Oh, I
but
do
it
know
is
him.
pointing in one direction. And
Jason, I do know.
it's not final, but I just wanted to say that America failed women tonight, primarily. Trump has insulted women, berated them, has been found liable in court for assaulting a woman, and he took women's reproductive rights away. And instead of standing up to that, people voted for it. And we failed our daughters, our mothers, our sisters, our wives tonight. America failed them. We failed them. It is unfortunately the reality of the situation. So I'm sorry to everybody out there who will be impacted by what may come.
So I don't know. Like, is he still a defender of women? Mia, you're like, I know he says you're on the right, but I feel like you're more middle of the road. Do you think that Harry's still a defender of women? Where does he go from here now?
I mean, two things can be true at once. I mean, he can absolutely be a player and still advocate for women's rights. I mean, it is what it is. He's 23. Anybody who practices any discernment would know that a 23-year-old young man with like 5 million followers is going to have DMs filled with thousands of women reaching out to him, I'm sure. And I mean, the previous clip you played, his family has a summer house, which means he comes from money, obviously goes to an elite school. I mean, I'm sure he has women clawing on them. I mean, two things can be true at once. He's going to bounce back. I mean, the DNC has a lot of money to give. He's going to bounce back. It is what it is.
Great. You didn't really talk last segment. Does he have a future? Where you think he goes from here?
I'm not really familiar with him. I'm just enjoying the teen summer Netflix special that I'm seeing from Enzo. I didn't hear about any of this. I think it's hilarious. I hope no one was assaulted, but this is made for TV. So thank you, Enzo, for the content.
Anytime.
Angela, Chris, I feel like you don't really want to comment. If you can if you want, but I can move to the next person on our team because I know Jay will say something.
I mean, I will never defend somebody if they've done something. I won't defend him. I won't defend anybody, if they're assaulting people or, disingenuous or, just using words to bait click into to get people to follow them. So no, there's no defense that I could even offer. Where does he go from here? I hope he just goes away.
That was a good answer. Danny, if the allegations are true, would you work with him again? What are your thoughts? Do you think the left, okay, so let me ask this. Do you think the left should lay off canceling people now? I mean, because it seems like the same behavior that they went after the right for, they're doing. It's kind of hypocritical. I'm going to be real with you.
Look, so my governor, Gavin Newsom, came out. He did some stuff this week or last week, going against the trans community and women's sports, that whole thing. So like, we know how to cancel people. We know how to cancel our own people. I think on the left, like, we just be canceling people because it's based off of emotions, and that's the problem that I have with the Democrats in general. It's like it becomes an emotional thing. Like, I don't like this person because of A, B, and C. Where it's like, okay, well, let's get to the facts, And for me, because of what I do, I have to get to the facts first before I make an assessment. Like, I can't just go, I feel like you're bipolar, so I'm going to diagnose you as being bipolar. No, I have to get to the facts. I have to do my assessment. And so this is what people need to do. Now, I will say this. I was a little side-eyeing white dudes for Kamala. So I was side-eyeing that
White guys can't do anything, right?
Side-eyed white dudes for Kamala, and he fit into that bracket. So I'm just saying, that's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah. I got, Jay, what's your thoughts? Should we cancel him? Should he be forgiven? What do you think?
Well, I think, like you said, just wait for the facts. Did he essay somebody, or he was just protecting a groomer?
No, he didn't essay someone. He was just protecting a groomer and dating 11 women at the same time. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think he should be canceled for the 11 women thing. But yeah,
so I was gonna say that too. I mean, you can still be for women's rights. He just really likes women. Like that. His statement is still true. Do I think that's right? Absolutely not. But if
there's more to it. The other rumor was that one of the women, supposedly, Enzo, correct me if I'm wrong, they came out allegedly saying that he made her have an AB for him. That was part of it.
I don't know.
Am I right about that?
I have heard that,
yeah,
but I don't.
Yeah, I heard that one of the. So just to be clear, that was part of it too.
That's perfect. We've gone full circle.
What did he say? He said cancel him.
Oh my goodness.
Because like Danny was saying, and I don't mean this in a mean way. I just feel like the leftists, so I don't consider Democrats left, are more willing to criticize their own. It's not as hive-minded as maybe like conservatives are, where you guys are on that team and those are your beliefs and that's what everyone believes. I think leftists are a lot more willing to criticize their own. I think that's why when someone like Stephen A. Smith criticized Democrats, like, oh, is Stephen A. Smith going more conservative? No, he's just criticizing his own party, which is his right to do, which should be a common thing. You should be able to openly criticize your own and still ultimately agree with the goal. And I just feel like leftists have that, and they're not leftists, left-leaning have that less high-minded mentality, whereas the right, you believe what they believe, and that's it.
So I think on the new party, we're breaking those stereotypes because Mia, myself, and Enzo are all critical of Trump at some point right now. We've all critiqued him. And I will say a lot of people on the right or MAGA, hard MAGA, will not MAGA hard.
No.
Like we have someone on our team that's MAGA hard. But, so I don't, and I have a private group chat with my girlfriends that are MAGA and they critique him too. So believe it or not, the MAGA does critique Trump. Certain ones does critique Trump. Now, are they scared to do it in public? Yeah, and I don't blame them because Trump runs it like a cult. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm saying that someone that voted for Trump will cancel you out. So that's what I think the difference is on why people aren't critical publicly on the right.
Makes sense.
Sorry, don't kill me, MAGA. I know.
Hey, as
every day.
K. Dot said, I'm MAGA light. I'm going to throw that out there. I'm MAGA light. I like to consider myself a moderate because I have voted Democrat in the past, and this current cycle I did in certain aspects for a particular congressman and senator that I liked. But, I mean, I'm MAGA light, so throwing that out there. Don't lump me in with everybody else.
Yeah. So, last story of the night, guys. Moving on from one male predator to the next. Moving on to the men of Fresh and Fit. So have y'all heard of Fresh and Fit? Raise your hand if you have.
Wow.
So pretty much Fresh and Fit is a podcast. Yeah, I'm going to just play this clip of of Myron Gaines so you can see what he's about. He's going after DDG, and DDG is a podcast. What is he, like a influencer? I guess you can see. I never heard of this person, but the only reason why I know him, if you guys seen the movie The Little Mermaid, the remake?
Bailey.
Yeah,
So
he's a
the girl
baby
that played
daddy.
the girl that played the Little Mermaid, she had a baby with this guy DDG. So this is where he is. So set it up for everyone that doesn't know. So now they're beefing, and I'm gonna play the